Good morning, my dear fellow.
Good morning.
It's Morning Crankers, and it's a Tuesday.
Hello, gang.
Is it a Tuesday to play today or what?
It's got to be.
I don't know what we're two playing, but we are back, and it's good to have Greg back with us in studio. Morning Crankers.
Glad to be back.
I kind of thought maybe you were on a date or something.
Just out with the leprechauns.
Yeah, well, was it a leprechaun or a leprechaun?
Leprechaun.
Because we kind of talked about that a little bit, if you remember before. What is that exactly?
I don't know. I just got forced into dating, yesterday. So I got leprechaun.
Well, I mean, that's not a good thing, is it?
No.
Yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's March 18th. We've got some days. You know what I mean by the days?
Oh, yeah.
The days.
The days.
The days. There's some cool days for today. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about a recent trip up to Fibland.
Fibland?
Well, you could call it Fibland. Fibland, Flatlander, home of the, Bears people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was one of those. I want to talk about that because I think you're going to laugh at some of the people. I went up there as soon as I crossed into Flatland up there. The people just seemed off or different or something.
Right.
Do you get that feeling?
I do.
What is it exactly?
I don't get it, but it's just, they have a different vibe, man.
Well, I mean, it was a vibe. It was something.
Right.
It's, I don't know, we'll get into it, but it's Awkward Moments Day. What's your most awkward moment of all time?
Oh, gosh. On the show, when I lost a bet and I had to wear a Speedo.
Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah. Speedo, middle of winter, holding a guitar.
And your middle of winter, that's the big thing.
Yeah, and I mean, the twigs and berries were pretty small.
Yeah, they were shrinking.
Mountain Grove's Finest actually got a kick out of that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Do you remember they drove by and were laughing? Well, they knew what we were doing,
Oh, yeah.
And you knew I wasn't going to lose a bet.
No.
Have I ever lost a bet with you?
That was the first time you beat me in a bet.
Well, I don't think we'd ever bet before that, have we?
We haven't. So you're 1-0.
I'm 1-0. I'm like Michigan versus Ohio State.
Well, that's just recently.
Yeah. Well, okay. So it's National Biodiesel Day. Biodiesel is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
It's one of the few what you would call green energy type things that I'm behind.
Right.
You know what
Almost
I'm saying?
Certainly. Yeah.
It's a good thing. It's also Forgive Mom and Dad Day. Accept and cherish your parents' imperfections in the same way that they do yours. What do you think of that?
That's interesting.
It's different.
Yeah.
Okay, like, I used to say, well, how could a mom or dad do such a thing? But in today's society, I see some of the stuff that these people do to their kids, and it's like, I don't know if I could forgive them for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
Like, I don't know. I believe in honoring your mother and father.
Oh, yeah.
Wholeheartedly. But sometimes there's, I don't know, it's forgive. Like I said, is there anything your parents have done that you couldn't forgive?
No, I can't say anything bad about mine. They've actually been there for me. And
okay, have you seen anybody else that had parents that have done things that were unforgivable?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, me too.
All too often.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's also Global Recycling Day.
Right.
Yeah, are you a recycler?
I used to be until there just really wasn't no money in it.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, do you do it for the good of the environment?
No.
Okay. Well, it's National Ag Day. Yeah. Everything we eat, use, or wear comes from farmers.
Right.
Right?
We should celebrate National Ag Day every day.
Well, I think so, too. The milk, the eggs. If you notice, the eggs have slowly inched down in price.
Right.
But after millions of chickens faced, Biden Holocaust, Chicken Day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a
Biden Asia.
Yeah, 22 eggs.
Yeah.
It's National 3D Day.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just not as cool as it was when we were growing up. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember getting the glasses?
I remember the paper glasses.
Yeah. I mean, and then they had the little roll-up ones. Yeah.
They would hand them out to you and be like,
now 3D, they're like...
Watch their fourth movie of the night. Here
3D, that's like so 1980s, It's Goddess of Fertility Day. And if I believed in that sort of thing, I'd be thanking her because, I got some kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of them.
Right.
Comparatively.
Yeah, you got the Brady Bunch 1.5.
Well, I could play one man short. Well, actually, I could play a full football team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 13 kids, that's, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
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 It's Aruba Day. Who cares? It's National Lacy Oatmeal Cookie Day. I like oatmeal cookies, but they have to have raisins in them.
Yes, I like raisins in mine.
National Sloppy Joe Day.
Oh, man.
See, I'm a Sloppy Joe guy.
Yeah.
I love Sloppy Joe.
You and me both.
But there are so many different recipes. Are you the kind that like it tangy? Do you like it bland? Do you want it sweet? I mean, what's your Sloppy
on it,
Joe?
I like tangy, actually.
You're a tangy Sloppy Joe guy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
It's probably the only thing that you like tangy.
You're right.
This is a new one to me. It's National Supreme Sacrifice Day. And a minute of silence for those who gave their lives to protect others. And that is our observance of National Supreme Sacrifice Day. They get so many days. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say thank you guys for everything you do.
Yes.
The sacrifices you've made.
Everybody talks about the sacrifice of the soldiers, but there's a lot more to it. There's mothers, there's fathers, there's wives, there's husbands, there's children, there's grandchildren. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. And, I hope as a nation we do better at taking care of those people. I've seen some stories about wives with kids that haven't been treated very good.
Right.
That are in that situation. So anyways, it's Tea for Two Tuesday. Okay, I'm not a warm tea guy. Are you?
I in the wintertime.
You are?
Yeah, in the wintertime I could drink hot tea.
What are you, British? You'll drink tea, but you won't drink coffee?
Well, I got a little bit of British in me too. So
yeah, you're kind of Irish. And
definitely, yeah.
Yesterday was St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
So tell us about your date. What happened?
Oh, I got leprechauns, man. Like I said, she stood me up.
She stood you up?
Yeah.
Does that happen often?
Yeah. But I've never been stood up by a 4'10" midget before.
Well, I thought you were supposed to stand her up.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I was trying to pick her up, but she wouldn't let me.
Wow. Well, today I want to keep it a little bit on the lighter side, if you know what I'm saying. You tell me why this is. In Colorado, this is becoming a problem. Doctors have noted an increase in cases of glue mistaken for eye drops. I wonder, Colorado, why would that happen?
I'm just going to guess, man. They are the pot capital of the world.
The ganja?
Yeah.
The ganja gazers.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to gaze too much if they're putting glue in their eyes. You know what I'm saying?
You got that right.
It says doctors with the Colorado hospital system are urging eye drop users to read labels carefully after noticing a uptick in cases of people accidentally putting glue into their eyes.
Yeah, I heard they're having another movie called Eyes Wide Shut.
Well, speaking of movies, I got some stuff. But Dr. Richard Davidson, an ophthalmologist with the UC Health, which is headquartered in Aurora, said medical practitioners have noticed it has become surprisingly common for people to mistake nail glue or lash glue for eye drops.
Wow.
Well, I mean, what do you say? What can you say? Yeah, I'm saying, I'm just not saying.
I'm just going to say, duh.
Yeah, duh. Yeah, it's one of those things. I don't know. It would probably hurt a little bit, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Duh. Oh.
Yeah. So, it is what it is. Anyways, police officers are having a real tough job. This is a weird call. I would have never expected this call, but here's a weird call that you need to hear about. An alligator was blocking a pizza delivery in Florida, and the officer stepped in and saved the pizza delivery guy from getting eaten by the alligator.
Oh, wow.
Now, have you ever guessed such a thing?
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So it is what it is. Now, can we go political for a minute?
I guess.
Okay. This is a superhero political story.
Okay.
Okay. But Canadians are our friends, but they're almost pushing the limit of my friendship.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree.
It's getting a little weird.
Yeah.
This is a new thing. Captain Canuck is one of the most well-known superheroes in Canada, and now he's taking on U.S. President Donald Trump in a new illustration from the comics creator. It says Captain Canuck emerged in the 1970s as a distinctly Canadian icon. He embodied values such as politeness, peacekeeping, and quiet strength, all while donning a bold red and white costume. Ooh. Captain Canuck. I don't know.
Like being in a conundrum.
What do you think? Yeah, well, that's what would happen if he faced an American.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Superhero.
Oh, yeah.
It says a new image from the cartoon's creator, Richard Comely. That sounds like a Canadian name, Comely.
Yeah.
Comely.
Homely.
You know what I'm saying? Give me the most Canadian name you can think of.
Hart.
No. A name. Come on, an actual name. Paul Homely, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, does that work for you?
Yeah.
Or if it was a girl, Ygritte?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or Neidhart.
It shows the superhero wagging his finger at Trump and pushing back on his threats to make Canada the 51st state. Captain Canuck. Captain Canuck is chastising Trump, basically just telling him, no way, this is ridiculous. What's wrong with you? Comely told CTV News. It says Trump has appeared in a past issue of the comic, calling Captain Canuck a loser. In another image drawn by a different artist, the Canadian hero is seen battling Uncle Sam. Yeah, I don't think that'd be much of a battle.
No.
Like, smack, and it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Uncle Sam will lay the smack down on Captain Canuck.
Now, again, this is according to the Associated Press, the AP, okay?
Okay.
During his time in his office, Trump has imposed whopping tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum and repeatedly called for the country to become the 51st state. This has infuriated Canadians and sparked a call to boycott U.S. products, according to the AP.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't talk about them imposing 300% tariffs on our dairy products.
We've already went over that.
We have, but in another shocking display of moronism. See, there's a new word.
A new word.
Moronism.
Yep.
The Associated Press is on the wrong side of right.
Yeah. Like the conundrum word. It's a new word.
Yeah. The conundrum. I don't know.
Canada's in a conundrum.
Superhero. Have you ever heard of Captain Canuck?
No, I haven't.
I mean, the Canucks are what?
That's the name of the Canadian people up there, isn't it?
Well, it's the Canucks, but don't they have like a hockey team or something? The Canucks.
They do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's Vancouver.
They're so unimportant, we don't even know the name for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I kind of take offense to Uncle Sam because Uncle Sam isn't Republican or Democrat.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam is the embodiment of the American people.
Yes.
Okay, so Captain Canuck comes on because he can't beat our superheroes.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's I don't know, what would you call it? A YSSUP backwards.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So he's got to take on politicians.
Yes.
Because he can't deal with superheroes.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, anyways, they can, you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
I got a cool thing here. What is your most favorite Western of all time?
Oh, man. Favorite Western of all time?
Favorite Western.
I love the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay, we're going Clint Eastwood there.
Yes.
How about non-Clint Eastwood?
Nothing. Oh, man.
Everybody's brain is like, Gred's brain needs to go faster.
I know.
Gred's brain needs to go
I
faster.
know, but you're having me think of the Westerns.
Okay, how about this? How about Young Guns?
Oh, it's on there. It's on my top 5.
Okay, do you know that they're coming out with a Young Guns 3?
No kidding.
It's been almost 40 years
I knew it'd been a while.
since Emilio Estevez first drew his revolver as Billy the Kid in Young Guns.
We need a good Western.
Do you remember the commercials? I'll make you famous.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yep.
Well, the actor visited the New Mexico state capitol on Thursday during filming and media day to announce that he'll be coming back to where it all started to film the next installment of the franchise. He is actually directing Young Guns 3, Dead or Alive, and will star again as the famous outlaw. The cast also includes original members Lou Diamond Phillips and Christian Slater. Okay, because remember, what's his name can't come back because he got shot in the.
Yeah.
Remember what was his name?
Oh,
There goes Gred's brain.
I know. My brain hit the mic.
Yeah, come on, just reel it in. You got to remember the guy's name. Remember, he was a vampire in that movie, and then he was the okay. Anyways, yeah, he can't come back unless they did like a before that movie, and I don't like those movies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 1988, that was number 1. I think this is going to be awesome.
I think so too.
Okay, and Missouri is becoming one of those states. Missouri is becoming a place where people like to make movies.
Right. Start making good Western movies here in Missouri. That would be awesome.
You could do Western movies here. You could do like, do you remember the movie Driving Miss Daisy?
Yeah.
Now, would that not be a perfect set in Missouri to do a Driving Miss Daisy?
Oh, most certainly. They could redo it.
Yeah, we could do a Driving Miss Daisy too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It would be wonderful. It would be great. And, Dan Aykroyd's still around.
Yeah, why not?
Morgan Freeman's still around.
Yep.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
It'd be perfect for Missouri.
Either that or we just do a parody of the movie.
Well, Netflix is actually, and NBC Universal and Netflix are a couple of the juggernauts that are trying to push out past Hollywood because they're sick and tired of the Hollywood
BS.
the aura.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The stuff that comes along with filming there, they don't want to deal with that. So they're looking for other places. So you got Georgia, you got New Mexico, and you got Missouri that are really leading the charge in the new Hollywoods.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this. There's a couple good movies, and this one, I kind of want you to go see. Do you think that you can find a gal that would love to go sit with a 6'4", gray-haired but red machine to watch a movie?
I don't know.
I mean, there's got to be some out there.
I hope so.
Okay, well, anyways, Mickey 17. You ever heard of it?
No.
Okay, so basically, this guy just keeps on expiring.
Okay.
He's like the ultimate expendable. All right, so they keep sending him into these situations, and he keeps dying different ways, but then they keep resurrecting him through putting him back together. What do you think of that?
That's pretty wild. Like he's a time jumper or what?
No, not a time jumper. He's we can make him into a machine type guy.
Oh, okay.
So I actually think that it's kind of funny, but
Right.
what they do, and I'm surprised with the people that are on this planet right now, that this hasn't been more of a hit because this comedy is based off of human misery.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Sounds like it.
Literally, expendable is the name, in that his job description requires that he dies over and over and over in the worst possible ways, only to be reprinted once again as the next Mickey. Now, does that sound like a good date movie or what?
Yeah.
It says, here stems the good news. Besides the excellent Pattison, whom we hope got hazard pay about Bong's hotly anticipated follow-up to this called Parasite. Hey, whatever. I got one more thing here, and then I want to talk about my trip. A gripping deep sea rescue mission in Last Breath with Woody Harrelson. Now, I've seen the previews for this Last Breath. Have you seen the previews?
I've not seen the previews.
Basically, they go down, and it's one of his friends. It's supposed to be like his last mission, Woody Harrelson, and they're 300 feet below the surface. And one of his guys only has 10 minutes of oxygen in his backup tank. And he goes in and tries to save him. Now, I'm not going to go any further. I've seen what happens, but I'm not going to say.
Right.
But the thing is this movie is based on a true story.
Huh.
Cool or not?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I love true stories.
Hang on a second.
Oh, no.
Were you just yawning in the studio?
No, I don't do that.
I know it's early in the morning, but come on.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, folks, if you would like to message us with your displeasure of Greg yawning on the morning show, feel free to reach out at morningcrankers@gmail.com. That's morningcrankers@gmail.com.
Yes.
It's kind of cool. We got some sponsors coming in April.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. That's kind of cool. And we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Entertainment news, regular news, thoughts from the heart. I'm super excited. I'm trying to practice my emotional restraint.
Yes.
Okay. So yesterday, we talked about Springfield and all the wonderful things they're doing to the streets for the next 2 months.
Oh, my goodness.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Could you feel the sarcasm there, or was it toned down?
Yeah, it's a little constructive.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What's that?
Okay, so we go up to see the fam, and like I said, when I got there, the Illinois people were just kind of different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like almost standoffish.
Yeah.
Like almost like, do you think you're better than us because you're from Missouri? And I'm like, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. No, so we go up there, and I'm talking with the in-laws, and this lady walks up. Okay, now you got to picture this lady, mid-50s.
Okay.
Okay, yoga pants.
Oh boy.
Okay, little chubby.
Yeah.
On top, a Care Bears T-shirt.
Yeah.
Then, have you ever seen the things that the male strippers wear around their neck, like that they rip off the. They're not like a tie, they're like a bow tie.
Yeah.
So she had one of them on. So a bow tie, Care Bears T-shirt, and then black yoga pants.
Wow.
Okay, and then I think like some New Balance shoes.
Yeah.
But, you could tell ratted out, holy, whatever.
Yeah.
She comes over and she starts talking to me. She goes, yeah, I'm looking for my possums. My possums are all over the place, and I got possums over 5 or 6 different houses here, and, possums. Do you know about possums? And I'm like, whoa. So I was curious. We do a morning radio show, and I'm like, this is going to be Radio Morning Gold.
Okay.
And she tells me, do you know that if you let a possum pee on your pillow and you just let him pee on your bed, just roll around in it, cockroaches don't like the smell of possums because possums eat them? And I was like, wow. So if you roll around in possum pee and you let the possum pee in your house, you won't have any cockroaches.
Unreal.
Now, she just met me.
Right.
I was like standing on top of a deck looking down, and she had just walked over. I was kind of amazed. I mean, like, my jaw dropped because I was like, this just went past morning show gold.
Yeah.
And then she tells me, she's like, yeah, I've been living here for 30 years, but I'm really from flipping Arkansas. And I was like, really? And I didn't tell her what city I lived in because I was afraid at that point.
Right.
If you know what I'm saying. So she leaves, and I go back in, and I digest what she says. It was alarming, to say the least, okay?
Right.
So I go back out. I'm getting some fresh air on the porch. She comes walking around. This time she's got a sweatshirt on, but the same rest of the clothes. And she comes over and she says, yes, I'm fine. And I was like, what do you mean fine? I thought she was saying she's fine.
Right.
And I was like, hey, whatever floats your boat in your own little world. But then she tells me, and I understand why she was in Illinois. Okay, this changed my whole perception of things. She says, I'm fine because you got to be fine to get Medicare. And without the Medicare, you can't get high. And I was like, oh, you're high. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm high, but I got to be high to get Medicare because Medicare makes you high. But if you're not high, you can't get Medicare. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand why you live in Illinois.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is, and it was what it was, and it was kind of scary. But be careful if you head to Illinois to the Flatlanders, because you might run into, we're going to have to give her a name. What should we call her?
Flipping out.
Betty Flippin'?
Betty Flippin'.
Flippin' Betty. Betty Flippin'.
Originally from Flippin', Arkansas.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the show for today, folks. Thanks for checking out Morning Crankers. Check out morningcrankers.com. Send us emails at morningcrankers@gmail.com. If there's a story you'd like to tell us, if it's clean and it's good, we'll read it on the air. morningcrankers@gmail.com. That's it for me, Hans.
And that's it for Grant, and we will see you on Hump Day.
Cha-cha.